Good morning, everyone. As Cameron said, my name is Judith Blinkhorn and I'm Spotless General Manager, Food Service, Education, Business and Industry. So it's great to be here today. Thank you. Great to be here today and to have the opportunity to speak to you about a topic that's very important to our industry, which is innovation. It's a buzzword and we hear it a lot, but there's probably good reason for that. We're all well aware that the incredible pace and change that's going on in the world at the moment, and technology is ever present in our lives, and the digital disruption is affecting most workplaces. So with this in mind, and with the ability to adapt and bring new ideas to our industry, I think it's pretty critical, and I think you'll probably agree with that. But before we get into innovation, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about Spotless and what we do. So Spotless is an ASX listed company and it's the largest integrated facility service provider in Australia and New Zealand. And in 2016 we were very proud to celebrate our 70-year anniversary. We have 36,000 employees across Australia and New Zealand and are in 140 locations, and we have over 100 integrated service lines. So our service lines range from providing critical security for patients in hospitals, preparing nutritious meals for schools, delivering the optimum air conditioning, ever so vital in Brisbane, maintaining public housing for tens of thousands of people, laundering uniforms for factory workers, and making sure that we have spotlessly clean rooms for our aged care facilities. And just to touch on the aged care, it was really interesting listening to Bernadette's presentation beforehand, because Spotless is working with Flavour Creations to enhance the meals for the patients that she was describing in our aged care facilities and hospitals. And we certainly, I applaud what she's doing. I think it's fabulous work. So our leading culinary brands under Spotless is Epicure Catering, which you will enjoy today, and I hope you've had a lovely morning tea, and Alliance Catering, and we operate under the umbrella of Spotless. Epicure's philosophy is about striving to use local products, and where possible, local products and seasonally grown products. So it's very much important to connect and talk to the producers here today in Queensland. Epicure is proud to be at the forefront of ethically responsible catering. We're committed to sourcing and working with suppliers who demonstrate this best practice. Epicure manages some of Australia's and New Zealand's largest events, including the AFL Grand Final at the MCG, the Australian Grand Prix coming up in March, the Spring Racing Carnival at Flemington, and also international rugby games in New Zealand, as well as operating iconic venues such as this, the beautiful Brisbane City Town Hall. Alliance Catering, we create food and beverage experiences that delight and inspire our customers and help them nudge, remember that word, nudge towards making healthier choices more often. Alliance operates in educational dining rooms, in airports and in workplaces, from corporate organisations to mining, resources and manufacturing, in retail and in healthcare and aged care. And through our innovation and industry experience, we're able to drive commercial success for our clients. So just quickly, in 2016, Epicure and Alliance served a total of 74 million customers. That is a lot of food, and including some 10 million sporting fans at stadia at the major events I just mentioned. And we purchased 5,800 tonnes of meat, poultry and seafood, with no waste, of course. So what does the innovation play for Spotless in food services? Well, whether it's implementing improvements in our day-to-day services or looking for the next game-changing idea, innovation is pretty much at the forefront of what we do. We've actually got a dedicated innovation department that works with our operations teams and our procurement teams to bring new ideas and concepts to Spotless and to our clients. We've also formed very valuable partnerships with, in the innovation ecosystem to explore emerging trends, and we work with universities and startup companies to tap into their expertise. This has allowed us to deliver a range of products and services to our customers. So, you ask, what are some of the ideas? Nudge. Okay. Nudge is our new health and lifestyle program, which we have developed with our group food development team and working very closely with Nutrition Australia and the New Zealand Heart Foundation. Nudge is about making it easier for our customers to make healthier choices more often. We've worked very closely with dietitians from the governing bodies, Nutrition Australia, New Zealand Heart, to develop nutritional recipes and menus that reflect the best practices. So it's about reduced salt, reduced sugar and reduced fat. Now, it's an educational program that we will be rolling out into schools later this month, and that we will touch some 100,000 students. And I think a lady had a question earlier today about the need for healthier options for school children. And we've come up with this program because we wanted to, and we feel that it's our obligation to our corporate and social responsibility. So we're very excited about rolling this out. The merchandising and branding around it is it's subtle and sophisticated, and that it will be also a lot of fun for kids to engage in. Now, well-being and healthy lifestyle is not just about food, and as part of the Nudge program, we've developed some physical and emotional well-being initiatives that can be incorporated into the healthy eating program. So, we've teamed up with a behavioural change company called Health Chase, and we've designed a Nudge game web app. So this awards players points for choosing healthier food options and making other important healthy lifestyle choices around exercise and well-being. We actually trialled this in our head office before we put it into the marketplace, and it was, besides being a lot of fun and quite competitive between teams, it also engaged people, which we thought was fantastic. So, for instance, it may be that one school house team play another school house team. So we're looking forward to seeing the results of that in a couple of months once that's rolled out. So it's very much about, as I said, we've got the facts behind it, but an educational program to encourage children and tertiary students as well about healthy eating programs. So the digital landscape is also changing, and the way we interact with customers in retail food and beverage. Spotless has developed a mobile app, an ordering system where customers can order and pay for their items before collecting them in store without having to queue, which we love. This is great for our clients. It allows them to operate more efficiently, and they can save time and also gain the benefits of loyalty programs. We've introduced this to cafes in our corporate sectors in Victoria and New South Wales, coming to Queensland very shortly. And the final example I'd like to share with you, one that I think is fantastic, is about food waste. I know that some other speakers have touched on this earlier today. Food waste makes up a very large proportion that goes into our landfill. And in order to reduce that, Epicure and Alliance have introduced the Gaia Organic Waste Recycling Machine into many of our operations. It dehydrates the organic waste, reducing the mass by some 80%. Now, the waste is then sterilised and turned into nutrition-rich matter, and it's got like a sawdust consistency, and that can be used as a fertiliser or animal feed. And we actually have rolled this out here in Brisbane City Hall, and the fertiliser goes towards the gardens in the beautiful Brisbane Botanic Gardens. So, look, these are just some of the initiatives that Spotless is working on at the moment, and we've got a few more in the pipeline. We know that we have to remain agile and across new ideas to be able to deliver to our customers. So thank you very much for your time today, and looking forward to hearing more of your ideas and networking later on this afternoon. Thank you.